Hello, I'm Peter Altabelli, Vice President of Yardi Canada. I'm happy to be here to introduce the Sybil Frenette Outstanding Leadership Award. This award honors leaders in community housing whose vision, energy, and dedication has left a lasting impact on the sector. In today's rapidly evolving world, the need for strong leadership in providing affordable housing has never been greater. Leadership in social housing goes beyond simply providing shelter. It encompasses shaping communities, empowering individuals, and fostering a sense of belonging. Over the last 25 years, Yardi has been working hand in hand with the social housing industry to tackle key challenges, recognizing the diverse needs of social housing and addressing digital inequalities are essential factors in our leadership journey. At Yardi, we believe strong leadership requires collaboration, and this award is acknowledging someone whose vision demonstrated innovation and their commitment made a positive impact on people's lives. Now let's see who we're honoring this year.
ONPHA is happy to honor Jennifer Ferraro, Senior Director Programs and Client Care at Evangel Hall Mission, with its 2023 Sybil Frenette Award for Outstanding Leadership. Jennifer has dedicated her career to creating programs and services that make tenants at Evangel Hall Mission feel valued and overcome their struggles with poverty and homelessness. In 2021, Evangel Hall Mission took over the ownership and management of a housing agency with 45 units of rent geared to income. Jennifer was tasked with a full overhaul of organizational practices and culture, services, and program delivery while managing a crisis cohort comprised of over 20% of the building's tenants who were in active or chronic crisis. Her ability to inspire and lead others enabled her to engage with the wider community in advocacy and problem solving. She was able to ensure the preservation of 45 units of housing, protect the tenancies of those living there, and rehouse the tenants in need of advanced level of support. While leading the merger, she also managed a homeless day shelter in the 84 units of RGI housing at Evangel Hall Mission's Adelaide Street building. Her vision, business acumen, and empathy for tenants and staff make her an outstanding example of leadership in the community housing sector.
Jennifer has contributed to the Evangel Hall Mission in a multitude of different ways. She's restructured staffing and program models. She's provided a supportive atmosphere and encouraged staff to find a positive work-life balance. I find Jennifer's vision very similar to Evangel Hall Mission's vision, where we're committed to community leadership and assisting poor, homeless, and socially isolated people achieve emotional, social, and physical health. Jennifer has demonstrated vision by ensuring individuals have access to safe and affordable housing options. She has developed a team who provides support to vulnerable individuals, and she works through a lens of structure, compassion, and leadership.
One of the things that is so great about Jennifer, she's always thinking about how to engage staff in our change planning. So we're always looking at ways of when we have to make changes or solve problems, bringing staff in to help with those solutions. And we've had some incredibly fantastic ideas, and also thinking about how change impacts staff. And so how can we make sure we're supporting them through different types of change? And I've just learned so much from Jennifer through that process, and just really, really value her work.
It is a privilege to join you today to receive the Sybil Frenette Outstanding Leadership Award. I would like to thank ONPHA for recognizing my work, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the team at EHM for all of their support. I am so proud of the work that we do at Evangel Hall Mission, where staff and the board are committed to providing high-quality housing and programming to tenants across our 2 apartment buildings. In accepting this award for leadership, I am keenly aware that my success as a leader in nonprofit housing is dependent on collaboration with our tenants, staff, and colleagues. Even with EHM's 110 years of service, there are always new challenges and new things to learn. In developing innovative solutions to support tenants, I have leaned on ONPHA and on colleagues across the sector for resource sharing and brainstorming. I'm always so grateful for how supportive and helpful our sector is. In the fall of 2021, EHM merged with the nonprofit apartment building Portland Place. Portland Place had a community of tenants who were truly good neighbors and a staff team with huge hearts. Unfortunately, the building was in crisis. My work began with a listening tour to better understand the issues and to build trust so that we could implement tenant-centered and tenant-led solutions. Some of the issues were easy to resolve. However, many of the issues were more complicated. The building was physically crumbling, there were serious safety concerns such as home unit takeovers, and there was a lack of clarity and inequitable access to tenant supports. Tenants were frustrated, and some began to be very abusive towards staff. The staff were exhausted and burnt out, and there was high absenteeism and low morale. We worked with tenants and staff to identify the top priority areas, and we got to work seeking funding, advocating with supports, building partnerships, implementing policies and procedures, and supporting and training staff. ONPHA and colleagues across the sector were huge assets in supporting this work, as they helped us with creative problem solving, training, and sharing best practices. When I look back on how far we've come, I feel so proud. I've been able to align Portland Place with the rest of EHM, where our strategy is centered on being proactive rather than on being reactive. Portland Place has moved out of crisis and is a thriving community grounded in mutual respect, equitable access to services, and transparent communication. I would like to conclude by thanking the people who have helped me to make this success possible. Thank you to my husband Ian, to our children, and to my parents who are unending sources of support and encouragement. I would like to thank the EHM Board of Directors for their strategy and leadership. I'm particularly grateful to our Executive Director, Ainsley Chapman, for her support, expertise, and coaching. I'd like to thank the housing managers, Ariana O'Neill, Katrina Reddick, and Jessica Whalen, who so competently manage our tenant support and building operations teams. I'd like to thank our frontline staff, who show up every day with dedication, kindness, and professionalism. And, most importantly, I'd like to thank our tenants who continuously teach me what resiliency, community, and humor truly are. Thank you.
On behalf of Yardi Canada, I'd like to congratulate Jennifer. Thank you for all you've done for the community housing sector.